here with that song Tennessee Waltz. And I thought we would do this today, but a little bit different than what I've done before. I actually put one of these videos out before. I'm not sure if I use the same key or not. I'm in the key of A here. But I'm doing it because a subscriber asked me to. I said I would. And so I'm going to do that, but I'm going to add to it a little bit. I got to thinking about, sometimes we're used to playing by ourselves. We sit and play by ourselves. But if you can get somebody else to play with you, then it changes the whole thing completely and just adds to it so much. And so I thought I'd show two parts. I'd show a part that you could play if you're by yourselves, which would be just to bring the melody in. So you could play that part, bring that melody in, and somebody else could be playing alongside of you and actually play the melody through playing lead notes, right? So how would they go about that? Well, we've been working on these major pentatonic scales, and it just so happens we're in A. So if you use the A major pentatonic scale, and I've showed you a couple of patterns, we're just going to use one of them today, and it would be this one. And I'll put the chart up there for A. But there are other scales, other A major pentatonic scales you could use, the patterns, that will bring you up. So there is that possibility, but let's just not go there. Let's just keep it simple, because if you know this, idea, and we're just using these notes. That's all. We're just using those notes, and you can bring the melody out with it. So I want to show you that as well, so that if you do get together with somebody, you can say, hey, let me show you the A major pentatonic scale, which is this. And you can find the notes for Tennessee Waltz within that, and then we'll just play together. And I'll play this part. So we're going to go over those chords, and then we're going to go over that pentatonic scale. But before we get started on that, I would like to remind you that tonight at 6 p.m., that's California time, I'm going to do it live. So I got to get going and get this video out so that I can get ready for this 30 minutes of talking about guitar. And I want you to be thinking, do you have some questions or some things that can keep the conversation going? I want you to be thinking about that. Write them down, and let's get together and have a little chat, okay? So that's going to be 6 o'clock, 6 p.m., California time, today, right now. We're coming up, well, it's 10 o'clock here now. Is that right? No, it's 12:45 here right now. So we're looking, we're looking about 5 hours from now, okay? So mark your, calendars, whatever you do. Set your alarm, but join us at 6 p.m. tonight. Guitar Notes and Notions. Okay, so let's get started. So first thing, let's go through these chords. And I'll show you also the chorus. But I didn't want to spend a whole lot of time on that, simply because I got to keep this somewhat short. If it gets too long, I think I lose you at some point. Okay, so let's start out with the first couple notes. We we go up here to the 5th string on the 7th fret. So you go play that fret at the 7th fret on the 5th string, then move over a string, and then just play again the 7th fret on the 4th string, and then the 9th fret. So it sounds like this. So it's a lead to go into that chord. And so then we're going to play a bar chord. And that's an A minor, or actually, you're supposed to play an A, but I play an A7th there. Okay, or you could play the A. Either way, it's going to come out, okay? Okay. And so it sounds like this. Kind of very gentle into it. So there's an A major 7th. Oh, we know the A major 7th down here. Yes, but there's one here too. And you can see this shape. I'll put the chord chart out, but it's kind of like the A minor shape, except you move it up to the 5th fret, and then put your pointer on the 6th string, 5th fret. You can play all of the notes on this. It's just a beautiful chord. But I find that what I'm doing is taking these 3 fingers and just picking strings 4, 3, 2. Thumb. See that? So it sounds like this so far. Okay, now I'm going to play a couple more notes. 5th fret. 5th fret, 1st string. Okay, and then we're going to move up here to the 9th fret. So we're going from C sharp to C to a B note. Right? Okay. And we're getting that sound. And then I play this, it's kind of a triad all over here. We're just simply putting a pointer finger on the 5th fret and then bringing like an A shape here at the 7th fret. You see the chord chart there. Again, the thumb is picking up the 4th string, and then 3, 2, 1 is these 3 fingers. And you could go down here to the D to pick that up if you want. I do it both ways. But I tend to want to go up and pick up this A note with it. The 5th fret on the 1st string. To kind of bring it together. So far we have. And then we're going to go, now we're going to go to that, back to the A. And then we're going to go in F sharp, what is that called? F sharp minor. Okay, there we are. could, if you want, you could do that, or you can put the pinky down on the fifth fret, second string. Okay, and then we're going to go to the B minor 7, and then do an E 7th. Right here, you make a C shape at the 5th fret and add your pinky on the 3rd string. I know it's getting involved, but if you slow down and just take it a piece at a time, we'll start from the top here. A, and here we're going to go to an E 7th. Then I just take my thumb, go to the 2nd fret, 6th string, up to the 4th fret, and then, okay. So those are the chords for that. So it's going to sound like this. And then you could go into the chorus. Okay, hold on a second. A to C sharp 7th. I'll put that chord chart there. And this is really the note you want here on the 4th fret with your pinky. That brings that in. So what I did there was I went from A to C sharp 7th, to D, back to A. The A, and you're going to add the 9. So we have F sharp minor, take that pinky. B minor 7th, so that's how this goes. And now, let's talk about that pentatonic scale. Now you remember the last time we went over the pentatonic scale, we did a G, and we used the G, and it was actually an open pentatonic scale because we didn't fret every other note. We used the nut, or the open string, as that note, because you were doing G. It made it real simple, so when you're playing in G, you've got all that to work with, and you're just working off of an open string, and it can make you move a little faster. But Now if you start moving that pattern up, it's no longer an open string. You have to fret it. And so it's simple to do. It's the same pattern. I'll show it to you. It's just that you have to finger every other note. You've got to put that note in. You can't use an open string. So you start at the 5th fret. You go to the 5th string, 2nd fret, 4th fret, 4th string, 2nd fret, 4th fret, 3rd string, 2nd fret, 4th fret, 2nd string, 2nd fret, and then you're going to go up to the 5th. Then go to the 1st string, 2nd fret, and up to the 5th. So it sounds like this. So it's the same as this pattern. It's just that that's G and you've moved up to A. And if you move up to B, you're now doing the B major pentatonic scale. But today we're using the A, and we would like to bring that melody I went back here and I went off of the scale. And basically what I'm doing is we're bringing in an A flat to an A. Back to A again. Okay, there's an A there, A there. All right, so it works. So if you take and learn this, and then learn the melody of the song, and you'll find that you follow the pattern, and it'll be easier to find the notes as you're going along. And if you make a mistake, just wash over it and keep going. But what's really neat, for the most part, you find your song within this A major pentatonic scale. And somebody else could be playing that part, and you could be playing this part. So we're going to leave it right there. And don't forget tonight, 6 o'clock is the live. And then take the chords, see if you can work it out, have some fun with it. It's a beautiful song, Tennessee Waltz. And I just think it's one that it sounds even better when you're playing together with somebody else. And oh, by the way, look up Tennessee Waltz with Tommy Emmanuel. He plays together with, I think, 2 or 3 different musicians, and oh my goodness, it just sounds awesome. It is such a beautiful song, and they just put the emotion out there with it, and it just sounds great. Okay, so take a listen to that one, and I'll join you tonight at 6 p.m. and we'll have some fun talking about our favorite subject, guitars. And in this case here, I just wanted to let you know I am playing that bargain that I got, the Ibanez, for $125. And it sounds pretty good. I think it sounds really good. That tuner works really good too. So I have it plugged in. It's going through a Grace pedal into my Bose amp. But I also put a little reverb on it. And I adjusted the preamp here so that the treble is down a little bit. Got the bass about 12 o'clock. And so it sounds really good. Just plugged in. I think it sounds great. And it's really neat for a thin line type body. This thing is really, really thin. I think it's like 2.5 inches. And it just sounds awesome. All right. So we're going to leave it right there. And I hope you have a great day or night wherever you are in this world.